Thanks for checking out our video on the Pronto dashboard. This feature is a great way for doctor owners, COOs, to be able to get a high-level view of what's going on in each one of their practice locations. You'll notice when you log into Pronto, you always land first on the dashboard page. So a couple things you want to pay attention to. You certainly want to make sure you're logging into your group name, you're in the right region, and since we're in demo mode, I continue to use demo practice 13. But if you have multiple locations, you can look at them one at a time here. And what you'll see is that Pronto shows you up-to-date, year-to-date, and prior day production and collections against your budget. It also will show you the variance. And what we're doing is we're showing you the variance here in red. We're showing it by a month, and then what the projected variance will be at the end of the month if you continue along the path that you're on. So in this particular case, this practice has a month-to-date budget of $258,000. They're coming in right now at $240,000, so they've got over $18,000 in variance. Their month-end goal is $452. That's what we budgeted for. And based upon their current trending, they're going to come in at $420,000 with $32,000 projected variance. So what happens is the adjusted daily goal, which you see here, has increased from the 21,559 because they're off track. So you can look at the same type of performance for collections, and you can see your year-to-date performance just below. So your production year-to-date at 1.4 million, your year-to-date actual is at 1.2 million, which means you've got a little over $148,000 variance. And you can look at the same type of tracking for collections. And you can also look at the prior day. So if you're sitting down and you're having a conversation as a doctor owner with maybe your COO or one of your regionals, this is a great place to start the conversation. You'll also be able to see below the default graphics that we have. The default graphics show you production, collections, trailing 12 months total AR, and net production versus AR. We also show you trailing 12 months hygiene and perio retention and applied collections versus the prior year. These are all current year projections over prior year. And what's nice about this is depending upon what you want to look at, you can customize these graphics by simply going down to the bottom of the page and clicking additional metrics that you want to look at, and you'll be able to see that graphic below. And this is a really nice way for you to be able to have the conversation around if you're on track or off track, what you're doing about it. So there are 3 tabs here. The second one is your opportunities tab, which again shows you how many opportunities there are assigned to this particular location, how many are green, meaning they're on track, and how many are red, meaning they're off track. And below you can see the actual opportunities and the performance metrics based upon a start date that metric was set or that opportunity was set and how it is being calculated. And then the third and fourth tabs are really your provider performance within a particular date range. You can set the date range here by making your selection and applying it, and you'll be able to look at all of your providers and how they're performing against particular metrics, specifically net production against hours worked, production per hour, hourly production goal, number of patients seen, and so on and so forth. So there are a number of metrics in here you can look at, such as number of 1, 2, and 3 surface fillings, and number of 4 surface fillings, number of crowns, and then the number that were diagnosed and actually converted into a procedure. So this is something where the doctor owner will be able to get a quick quick high-level glance at how the practice is performing and how the providers are converting. You can see the same information for the hygienist. However, you're going to see different procedure codes for the hygienist that you can observe as well and take into consideration when you're having those one-on-one discussions with them. So there's your high-level view of your performances. And as I said, you can look at each one of your locations if you'd like to do that, or you can look at all of them in totality, and that will show you at a high level how your total practices are performing. Thanks for checking out the video. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help.